Yes, Ma. We have a message from Ma Kama Devi Schuler saying we can hear you. Thank you so much, everyone. Whether you're joining us from North America, South America, Europe, Africa, Asia, Australia, or anywhere else in this world, thank you for taking the know where everyone is joining the YouTube chat, which country and which place you are from. Nitya Ayurveda and Ma Kailasa Anandeshwari. Nithyanandam, thank you for messaging in the chat.
And while you're telling us and while you're doing that, we'd also love to know, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much would your life change if you could completely free yourself from you're logging in? If you could completely free yourself, this is for all of our viewers on YouTube, on all other various social media channels, our handles, and our various members of the parliament to think through. On a scale of
Saying that our audio is cutting in and out. Just give us a moment. We are checking on the audio. There's a feedback saying that our audio is not clear. Our audio
Glitch. I hope your audio video is much better now. And we'd like to share back from you. We'd love to know, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much would your life change if you could completely free yourself from one painful memory from your past?
And I hope our audio issue has been resolved now. We have checked on the audio issue. So hopefully all of you are able to hear us. Do please issue. We tested it. Seems working fine. And if you're having any issues, requesting you to please post it in the YouTube chat so we can immediately fix any issues that you have. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Ma Anand Sagra. You're saying you can hear us very clearly. Wonderful. So, okay. Okay, so painful memory from your past. So we have ZUN saying 10. Our life will change completely. Okay. So today is not going to be another motivational seminar. We are not here to simply tell you think positive, but we are here to tell transformation. The science of how your past continues to shape your present and how you can continuously rewrite it to create a completely different future. Okay, apologies. Thank you. Nithyanandam, sorry, man, the mic was muted. I'll repeat what I just said. Now, how your past continues to shape your present. Now, let me ask you a question. Have you ever replayed a painful memory in your mind? A missed opportunity, a failed relationship, a fit. A failed relationship. You're a mistake you wish never happened. Event is over. Somehow it's pity to create what we want. Try to fix it. Just give us a few minutes. We'll try to fix. To hear us a little bit better now. We are going to continue because in the interest on the webinar. So we're going to be continuing about the choppy experience some of you are facing. Some of you are saying it's very clear, but while some of you are saying it's buffering. So we are trying to see if we can upgrade our I know from literally every continent, every time zone, we have people joining in. So we are going to continue, and we'll try to parallelly also see what we can do to attend to those of you who post your feedback in the chat. So we are continuously monitoring. So let's continue. So most of us think that our problem is happening in the present, right? But what if the real challenge is the past? Many of us think like, oh, this is not happening the way I want, that's not happening the way I want. But really,
Some stories we've continued to carry from That's exactly what we are going to in the revelations of the supreme content of Hinduism. Content of Hinduism, the list of the Sanatana Hindu Dharma, the founder of 𝐶𝐻. And in the sacred town of Tiruvannamalai, the Lord Parama the supreme pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagwan Nithyananda Paramashiva's arrival was foretold by the enlightened masters centuries before his birth. His incarnation has been documented through ancient Agastya Nadi readings, predicting his coming thousands of years in advance. A destiny foretold at age 12, just age 12, he attained enlightenment, initiated spiritual missions that would transform millions of lives
of our beloved Swamiji, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam.
across centuries, including Sheshadri Swamigal, Bhagwan Ramana Maharshi, Yogi Ram Sarat Kumar, Punya Swamigal, Kanti Paramacharya, Twain Swamigal, and many, many more. And reigning monarch of 20 sovereign Hindu kingdoms, including the 233rd Guru 93rd Jagat Guru Mahasannidhanam of the Madhuri Kailasanath Shamala Pita, which has the history of 100 years of recorded history. And today, also the 203rd emperor of the Surya Vamsa Surangi Samrajyam, the Sun dynasty, the supreme spiritual head, the Mahanirvani Akhada, is the youngest Mandaleshwar in the recorded history.
And in the year 2000 years and pontiffs and spiritual leaders, like very similar to how the Pope of Catholicism, Swamiji was elected as the supreme pontiff of Hinduism. Swamiji started an unprecedented global spiritual movement, Kailasa. Today, the first in 27 million followers of the Adi Shaivite tradition and more than 715 million followers directly from the Nithyananda Sangha, with more than 25 million who visit more than 150 countries around the world, with a global worldwide digital following of 1.8 billion people.
So, literally, genius, literary genius, and digital revolution. The Supreme Pontiff of Hindu million over Facebook, 413 million over TikTok, and over Facebook, 413 million over TikTok, and 325 million just on Instagram. The education and preservation of sacred knowledge. Just through his work, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has revived and now even heads the Hindu University, which is the world's largest Hindu university, offering free courses, diplomas, and PhDs to students over 270,000, 200, over 10,000 courses, over 1,600 plus faculty across 195 nations and over 463 campuses. This is the world's largest, also hosts the largest library with over 1 million physical books, 1 million handmade scriptures, 20 million digitized books, ancient textbooks, decoded and free global accesses. Globally recognized and honored for his contributions from the year 2012, including the Vatican's Mind Supreme Unity of Hinduism in the areas of largest rep yoga, home yoga, classes in history. 2018, the birth of Supreme Unity in Andhra. 2019, the honorary Doctor of Sciences in Hinduism honored by Azteca University of Mexico, and continuing several international awards, proclamations, commendations from government worldwide. Would be free. Every book, every discourse, every teaching given by the SPH is given freely to humanity today, including 1.5 billion meals are served through all our Kailasas worldwide. All books are free. 30 million plus people attend the SPH programs in person, and free education, medical camps, and clothing globally through the Ishara projects and ongoing services 24/7. Revive and transmit the ancient wisdom of Hinduism than any figure in the modern day history. Establishing the world's largest Hindu university, the world's global spiritual awakening. And what we are presenting is revelations of denial.
These the next 2 hours, you will discover why your past is still affecting your life today, the hidden secrets behind memory and rewriting your past can transform.
This is a webinar. To explore notebook and pen ready with you, please be willing to experiment.
Because being limited. I am an Acharya in Kailasa. I joined the Supreme Founder of Hinduism's organization, Kailasa, in the year 2009. And for the past 17 years, I've been blessed to be living as a sannyasi in Kailasa, directly guided and trained by.
And I am Manitya Mahavidyananda. And we are both honored that you have chosen to spend this time with us, and we look forward.
With no further ado, and we would like everyone to sit comfortably, take a deep breath, and slowly inhale and exhale.
Few moments. What bothers you today? Simply bring that memory into your awareness.
Don't analyze.
No longer have.
So, welcome to the science of time travel. Let's begin our journey. So, why your past is not dead? What is the hidden science and the ancient secret of how we can delete and rewrite our past? The practice of step by step practice of how we can delete and rewrite our past. A live exercise of rewriting a memory right in practice with you. As you go.
So please close your eyes for 10 seconds. Think of one memory that gone differently. If you have got one, good. Please hold on to it.
present struggles are present. If you see, 95% of 80% of human reactions are triggered by past memories, not the present moment. So, really, if you see, the past is not behind you, it is inside you, running your life like an autopilot.
It's like the invisible prison. If we look at the percentage of the daily decisions that are of the childhood wound, 60% of failed relationships, 85% financial problem is the present. No, the real prison is the past that never died.
Signs of how your brain locks in the past. The breakthrough discoveries that prove that the past is rewritable. Now, a research done in the year 1997 says about memory reconsolidation. Access it. So your memories are not actually fixed. You recall it, you rewrite it. Um, Cortisol, which is a stress hormone released by negative memories, strengthens those memories further, creating a feedback loop that gets harder to break every time, which means repeated emotional rehearsal of the pain physically changes and alters your brain. Both for remembering the past and you literally reprogram your future imagination, your future manifestation.
Story. There's a social
So it's learning the science of why your past is still alive. Neuroscience says every time you recall a memory, seeing it. The end fully gone. It influences your present because you have not fully killed it. The epigenetics, the repeated emotional rehearsal of the fear and the pain. The past is chronologically shaping every experience, emotion, and the outcome you create. Maya has only one dimension, the past. Free conquer your past, you are free from Maya entirely. Your prarabdha karma, which is the samskaras, the karmas that you are born with to exhaust in this life, the exact and texture of your past defines what you attract.
So the cosmic filter is what is called the Maya Tattva. Below the Maya is where we are witnessing unclutching in deep identity confusion, connection, no individual self, and the five infinite powers. And the only key insight is Maya has only one dimension, which is the past. Conquer the past, and you're free from all Maya.
Now let's do a small reflection exercise. Take your paper and write honestly. Number one, what is the one memory that your past still triggers in you today? Describe it briefly. Number anger as a self doubt. Number three, what would you like? What would your life look like if this memory simply didn't have the power or the memory simply did not exist anymore, if that event did not happen anymore? So please take a few minutes to pen this down.
And rewrite the past. This is the best applied science Mahavakya. And Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam explained further to us that what does not work is forgiveness practice, which is trying to forgive, or ignoring the past, the power of now, positive thinking over a wounded past, mindfulness, awareness without changing. Then morning and night and every day. The fastest path to freedom and manifestation.
And let's look at how most of us are stuck in a rehearsal trap, right? Now, let's say we have some painful event that happens in our life. Maybe you lost a job, you lost incident happened in your side, the second circle that you see, you constantly rehearse it mentally, you constantly relive that memory, you keep thinking about it, you keep remembering it. And by doing that, you are making that memory stronger. So already you are in pain of something that happened in your life, and you're thinking about it, you're not able to get rid of it, you're thinking about it, and in that process, you're causing more and more pain inside you because you are making that memory stronger. In your life, that pain is in your life, and finally, and that suffering and that painful incident literally becomes your blueprint. So, what is the solution? How do we get out of this? Is how many times we rehearse it inside of us. How many of us are able to relate with this? We keep rehearsing some kind of painful rehearse a painful. Go ahead and message in the chat. Stuck in the trap of a past pain. Let's see. We here for all the participants, if you keep knowingly or unknowingly continue to strengthen that. Okay. If you're watching us on YouTube, you can go ahead and respond as a comment in the YouTube live feed as well, and we'll be taking your live comments as a follow-up material in 𝐘𝐈𝐿's content / webinar, and we'll be emailing these. Okay, so let's continue. 3 steps. First, you need to relive and relieve. Second, delete that painful memory. And third, rewrite that painful memory. That's what we are going to learn now in this specific webinar. So the whole secret of rewriting your past comes from you need to relive a past painful incident and incident. We are now going to share this with you. This is the breakthrough revelation shared by our beloved Swamiji, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Parameshivam, which has never ever been shared with humanity so far. As of now, human beings, we do not know that that is past because we feel it happened and that's it. I cannot do anything about it. My past is what happened and there is no way I can change my past. That's what the society has brainwashed us into believing. Needs to know which has been revealed and it is cannot be changed. The biggest breakthrough that you will have in your life is when you realize your past is changeable. It's the life the way you want, and that's the secret that we are sharing in this webinar to all of you today. So, what are the steps that for you to change your past and by reliving? What is reliving and reliving? So first what you do is you go back to a memory in your past. Okay, you are running a business and you had a financial loss to that incident and you relive that incident. Now what does reliving mean? Please listen carefully. Reliving means you forget your present context. So let's say you are 40 years of age and the financial loss happened to you when you were 25. So you forget that you are 40 years of yourself as that 25-year-old person who was just starting the career and you took a very brave step and it ended up becoming a huge financial loss for you. And even now you're still trying to recover from the financial loss that you had at the age of 24. So you forget that you're 40, you go back to that age, you go back to being a 25-year-old and you relive exactly what happened on that day at that time. So you go back to that same day, that same year, that same time, that same person. See very clearly that the dress that you were wearing, what was the ambience, in which place you were. Relive that as if you are just going 25-year-old with the intelligence that you had. When you were 25, maturity, different cognition, different input, and relive consciously. Reliving leads to relieving. The emotional impact back, the pain, the suffering, the for me, it's going to be very hard for me. I have lost everything that I started with, and it's all this has happened. It's the worst thing that happened. It should have never happened. All of it from your system once and for all. When you only if you are able to understand clearly, please raise your hand or please say yes in the chat. You are able to understand what does reliving mean. Wonderful. So in reliving, you forget your present context. You forget, do not see that I am a 40-year-old. And I'm remembering something. I forget I'm a 40-year-old. Identity same. Inner image, same outer image, is reliving. When I was do. I constantly remember when you relive your past, you are literally removing that past from the effect of that past incident. From those effects from your system once and okay. Question from 101 Arab 101 Arab in YouTube. You're saying that the fear comes back and reliving the pain by rehearsing it. Am I doing wrong, Ma? And when you're reliving the pain by rehearsing it means, so when you're relieving the pain by rehearsing it, what you need to do is, you need to not remember. You need not remember something that happened at the age of 25. You need to relive that happened at the age of 25. Only reliving leads to relieving. And reliving always leads to relieving. If you don't feel relieved, look back whether you relive or remember. When you say you rehearsed, it may be that you remembered what happened, thinking age of whenever the painful is. We have Yogi who's saying, what if the memory doesn't have much emotion? It's something that I later recognized as a big opportunity, but wasn't a big thing then. Perfectly fine. So at that age, whatever experience that you had at that age, you read that. But that age, you didn't really care about it. This big opportunity. And now you're 40 years of age. 2 years back, when you were 30, you realized, oh God, that opportunity that I missed at the age of 20. Hold of that. It's a painful incident at the age of 30. Because only at the age of 30 you realized that it was a big opportunity. So even though the original opportunity came at the age of 20, there was no pain, there was no emotion. but the emotion, the pain you would have had when you realized you had a big opportunity. Yogi too. So now, first step is you will relive and relieve. So now, take any one painful incident in your life. One incident. That incident to exist in your life. Relieving. Before we move on to the from that incident, you can close your notebook, sit with your eyes closed. Please. Sit straight with your eyes closed. Please sit straight and close your eyes. Forget your present context. Go back, delete. Go back to that same age, the same time, the same year. The same people around you. You are having that same intelligence that you had at that age. The same time. The same people. Relive what happened. Intensely and believe what happened. If you had the fear, allow the fear to happen in you. If you had the pain, the suffering, guilt, anger, whatever you felt, allow that same experience to happen now. Relive and relieve. what happened on that day. Allowing the same emotion, allow that same emotion to happen. Slowly, very slowly, and relax and open your eyes. So we have done the first step of reliving and reliving. How many of you, when you actually relived, you are actually able to relive that memory and you felt that same emotion that you're able to go through? You're able to touch that exact same feeling that you had at that time and you were able to relive. Please raise your hand or you can respond in the chat. Respond in the YouTube chat. Wonderful. Great. Wonderful. So we have a couple of questions in YouTube. Our YouTube viewers are asking. Bhatam, MBHATAMB. Bottom, the username. If you have an irrecoverable loss, like a loss of bottom, um, relationship, and the person actually died, how can you deleting that incident? How can you recover that? So, that you lost or died ways that you can recover that lost relationship. One, the person that died can actually come in your dreams, and he or she may be able to want. They will be able to come in your dreams, and they will actually, you will feel that they are living with you and guiding you and supporting you. Or the recoverable way can also have that person replaces the recoverable. So there could be many ways in which, even if you have lost somebody, that's even that same person. Swamiji said that same person itself may come in your dreams and may continue to be a part of your life. The way you have is from Jalandhar Steta. She is relive that or stay with the current regard and earlier memory. You can go back and read. And Gujadur Astani, Nithyanandama, thank you so much. For, I'm going to go to the most important step, because many of you, if you have attended any of Swamiji's program earlier, you have learned the completion science. You would have probably heard about reliving and relieving. Step 2 and step 3. Where Swamiji is saying 3 now. Okay, so deletion.
In deletion, you have to declare very clearly that this memory no longer has power over me. I am deleting this version of my past. Mean it very fully. When you are saying this declaration, mean it from inside of you. No half measures, no thinking maybe it works, maybe it doesn't work. I don't know. Should I try it? Should not try it? Maybe I'll try one time. Let me see. Declare very clearly this memory has no longer has power over me. I am deleting this version of my past. You have to say it out loud. You have to feel the energy leaving you, and don't just think it. Speak it, command it, and you are the author. Process. Let's go through what maybe you may do, but what you actually need to do. What doesn't delete the past, or saying, okay, let's forgiveness alone. Without deletion, forgiveness alone will not work. Job therapy without neural, it's fine. It's something you as you sit and as you thought of a memory that you're present today. So what energetic evolution replacing the neural loop actively and installing a new dominant memory. So what you need to do is sit and say it out loud memory. I'm deleting the whole record and say it like a command to yourself that you are doing it right now.
To take screenshots or note it down. This entire slide we'll be sharing it with all of you who are watching this webinar, and for you to practice this technique. So there's a question. Ma Gujadur Astini is asking, while reliving, I feel those emotions are very heavy emotions. Gujadur Astini, you're actually doing the reliving process very intensely, because that is exactly how it is supposed to be, especially if it was a very painful incident. You will actually, people do shed a lot of tears. Um, and you go through that exact same emotion and it will feel heavy, which means you are doing the reliving process perfectly, and you are relieving. The same scenario I have to do for a couple of relieve and delete and recreate. But first time when you're doing it, at least for a couple of days you do it. So even one or two times you didn't do it or you brought back, it will get completely deleted from your system. So please do it for a few days. Next, I think it is existence, but no longer part of me, not necessary to rewrite those incidents. Actually, my if you had Jody knowing you, if you had done so, there is the reliving process may not be that impactful because you've already done the reliving completion multiple times through various courses. So the effect of that memory will no longer be there. Leaving, you relive and relive, but you create a void in that space. Now it's very important that you fill that void with a rewritten version of that incident. Rewritten version, that same old memory may come back. So yes, even if you don't feel that emotional charge right now and you have completed with the pain, still you need to rewrite it. So once and for all, it doesn't come back. Stop should stay with those sensations as long as it is needed. Yes, ma, you need to go into that emotion and allow that emotion to happen in you intensely. So it doesn't matter in terms of time, how long you stay in it, but with what intensity. You need to be conscious while you're doing the process. That conscious reliving relieves once and for all. Yes, thank you. I am deleting this past as a huge impact. Don't think, oh, what if I am just saying I'm deleting, how it is going to change my past? It does. Even in you consciously deciding once, I am going to delete this past incident from my life once and for all. That conscious decision has a huge power over your past. Just try it and you will know. So you're going to decide and declare that I'm going to delete this incident once and for all from my life. So that's what deletion means. Deletion is not suppressing, deletion is you deciding that I'm going to delete it. So how are we going to actually do it? Right? First, re-enter the memories. Okay? So how are we going to do the deletion? First, re-enter the memory. Close your eyes. Go back to that. You are now you're going to ready to delete that memory. You next feel it fully one last time. Let the emotions surface completely. This is what we did a few minutes on it. So, which is what we did in this step 1. We can now move on. We already did it. 3. With your full inner intensity, means with complete consciously, you're going to make a declaration that this memory has no power over me. The energy of this event is dissolved. I release it completely. Actually, one more step Bhagavan says, he says that you decide, not like something happened and you don't want declaring that that original incident that caused pain in you never happened in the first place. So now please sit straight and close your eyes. Make a very powerful declaration within you. I am deciding to delete happening of that incident once for all in my life. This incident never happened in my life. Delete that incident. To delete definitely. Delete the incident from your past. Listen consciously. Declare the delete consciously inside you. Slowly, rise slowly. Please open your eyes. Deep breaths. On each exhale, feel that the charge of that memory, of that incident, leaving you once and for all. Just 5 exhalations, and during each exhale, just feel that.
Let's enter the most beautiful step, the most extraordinary gift, the rewrite process. Science behind this rewrite, studied by Shether and Edis in 2007, and the psychological science states that this means rewriting a past memory is directly reprogramming your brain's future prediction engine. A new past creates a new future biologically. Imagine the memory replaying, but now as you wanted it. Okay? New outcome, new response, new you. See it in extreme vivid detail. And detail matters. The more sensory detail, the stronger the neural pathway. Okay? So please imagine the memory replaying as you wanted it. Okay? And as you are doing this, you will in your body fully. Feeling free visualization has no effect. Declare, this is my past. Say, this is what happened. This is my real past, and I carry this version forward. This is who I am. Yat bhavam tad bhavati. What you assume as completed manifests, not future.
Same incident which you deleted. For that same incident, now you are recreating that incident, but in the way that you want. So it's no longer a pain, but it's a joy, it's a bliss. If you had a financial loss, now rewrite that same incident that you had over showering of wealth, abundance, so many opportunities. You were extremely successful in that business, and the business went exactly the way you, in a way that makes you powerful, in a way that makes you feel, wow, my past has been amazing. It's exactly happened the way I want. So now take this one incident which you relived and which you deleted. Now recreate that same incident, rewrite that same incident in every possible detail, where you are recreating. If you had imagined, if you deleted an incident with a financial loss, rewrite and recreate that same incident where that same time you had a great financial success. You had a huge success. Same incident. For rewriting, you need to physically do it in your notebook. Minute detail. How you wanted that past incident to be in a way that makes you feel overflowing joy, bliss. Please rewrite it. Please take a few moments to rewrite. We want to share with you how rewriting the past manifests the future. What typically happens, we have some old past incident and there is a wound, there's a pain, something happened and you messed up or you didn't do it properly, and you feel inside you that you are not good enough, that I'm not enough, I didn't do it properly, I didn't take the responsibility, I wasn't intelligent enough, I wasn't careful enough, I did this, I did that. And that to repeat that same decision or that same feeling, oh, I should always be careful, I should not end up doing like that, right? And as a result, you keep repeating that same incident again and again in your life, where year after year you feel, oh, you have not expanded, you are still the same way, life has not changed. This is the way our life is going on right now, that the loop that most of us are trapped in. However, now we are going to have a rewritten past. So let's say success, you had a breakthrough and you manifested so much of wealth at that time. And this new relief makes you feel, I am complete. From you thinking about yourself that I am not good enough. Now you're feeling I am complete, because that incident which made you feel you're good enough, you're not good enough, has been deleted, and you're now rewriting that same thing with the feeling that leaves you with, oh wow, I am so successful, I am just amazing, I am just creating life what I want, whatever I did has happened much more than what I wanted, I feel so complete about myself. And that new decision, that boldness, that powerfulness, and that abundance manifests the new life as you want. So the new look that you create through the delete and rewrite. You don't manifest by thinking about the future, you manifest by fixing your past. How many of you are able to understand this logically? Yes, we have a question from Nishi. Nishi, um, my Shandra Balaji is saying so please take a few moments to rewrite. Okay, so what you're going to do now is actually you're going to rewrite the incident that you deleted. Please go ahead and rewrite that incident. Please, we have a few more scientific explanations about this deletion and rewriting. Now, when you re-enter the memory and you applied the deletion and rewriting, your brain went through the reconsolidation window, the 4 to 6 hour period where the memory is plastic and can be permanently altered. So now you're working on altering your memory, which suppressed the reduced in your system. New neural pathway formed. The new scene that you are creating now is now a competing become your truth. Whatever you write about you now is becoming your truth, even neurologically, physically, physiologically. Future reprogram. Because your brain uses the same neural network for the past memory and the future imagination, the new memory that you have just installed is also reprogramming the way your brain expects the future to be, because you have already reprogrammed it in your past and that's getting reproduced into the future, so your future is already getting reprogrammed. So this rewriting, okay, so this rewriting is a very very important step. So now we're going to give you a few minutes. Please go ahead and rewrite. Here's a question. Here's a question by Sophie Davidson. She's asking, when you change everything that happened related to that incident you wanted, for example, let's say you had a conflict with your mother. Okay, I'll give a very simple example. Okay, I was 7 years of age, and I had two siblings in my life, my brother and me. And when I was 7 years of age, I expected that my mother will make a chocolate cake for my birthday. But she made a rava kesari and made it as a cake, which I didn't really like. But for my brother's birthday, she made a chocolate cake, and I was expecting that. And that made me feel like, oh, my mother is extremely partial towards me. See, for my brother, my mother is more, she loves my brother more than me. Just simple incident. Now, in this example, how I will rewrite it? I will rewrite that incident that my mother made an amazing chocolate cake for me. I could never forget that cake. Everybody loved it. It was a that my mother made the experience, and I loved that cake. And I felt like my mother was so special. She always treats me so special. I am so dear to her. She loves me so much. She will go to any extreme to fulfill my desires. And she has loved me so much, and she loves me so much. That's the way I will rewrite that incident if given a chance. So, whatever way you want to rewrite it, please go ahead and rewrite it. Yes, ma. What Swamiji revealed, Sona Kamat 9277 is saying, what an amazing gift to humanity. Absolutely. What Swamiji revealed in terms of deleting your past and rewriting your past is the best gift Swamiji has given to humanity. Revealed a science that it is even possible that we can delete something and we can rewrite it. Thank you all. So let's now take a few minutes to go ahead and rewrite the incident the way we want. Do not bother about what happened. Now you are given a chance. Swamiji is giving you a chance to rewrite it, and Swamiji will make that literally creating past incident happened in your life. So create it as vividly as possible, as detailedly as possible, with all the experiences that you had when you had that biggest breakthrough, when you had the financial success. Whatever you are rewriting it as, rewrite it with all detail. Because what you are going to rewrite is actually what is going to happen in your life and what has happened in your life. So rewrite it, don't feel lazy, don't feel just write some 2 lines and leave. You are creating your life. And this is how I wanted. This is the experience I had. I felt so joyful, I felt so happy, and I feel like my mother was always loving me so much. Pen down all of it. Because as you are penning down, you are creating your reality. So please take a few. Yes, you can relax now. Please relax. The creative command line of your life. Every I am you speak is a command to your constantly be repeating. I am poor, I am tired, I'm unlucky, I'm not good enough, I am this, I am that, I'm a failure, I can do this. Creating yourself as a poor because whatever the cosmos is very, very careful what you say after I am because that is a command with which your life is getting created this moment. So, what I never get what I want, all this delete it and rewrite it. so that your current creative command to the world, to reality, I create my reality. My life has happened exactly the way I want. I create always, never ever idiot. Because the minute you say, you are creating that reality. So go back to your past, and whatever incident makes you come to this conclusion, delete and rewrite it to I am powerful, I am Paramashiva, I am successful, I am manifesting my reality. Okay, more that we wanted to share, but in the interest of in this webinar, we have shared with you some of the past incident, and based on that, how we can manifest life the way we want. And for those of you who really enjoyed and you clicked with what we shared, sign up at kailasa.ai for what we shared now. Was you are somebody who wants to take it to the next level, rewrite my life, completely rewrite all the incidents in my life once and for all. I want to just completely change my life, and I want to completely transform myself. What should I do? The answer for you is welcome to Paramashiva Sena. So,
So Paramashiva Sena is actually a 31-day program. It's a UAN summit. It welcomes and it one by one by one by one. But why am I being foolish when I have the avatar? When I have Bhagwan? When he's just one. So I can start today and I can sit in it. But when that same gift is given to you to delete not just this life, lives, multiple past lives, you can erase, delete, rewrite all of what you have done in the past. And it takes just 30 days Hinduism to give you the best experience. In this 1 month program, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism awakens your inner.
and for those of you who are aware and familiar about the inner awakening program that we used to conduct earlier, and 31 days, if you just want to spend, means completely change the blueprint of your life in just 31 days through an in-depth completion process where you complete with your identities, you complete with your pattern, but you delete and you rewrite and rewrite. Then you complete with your relationships, you complete with all the past pain, then you complete with all the relationships that you had, all the pain, the hurt that caused by the relationships. You complete with all the with the fear of death. Your has been redesigned by Swamiji. Now we are doing an upgraded inner awakening where you complete, you delete, you rewrite at every step. And 31 days, which starts with an intense yoga in the morning. And we do the puja, and throughout the day we do a lot of special processes. Actually, what we has been from we shared with you today. So many new revelations, so many new revelations that Swamiji has revealed in the Paramashiva Sena program. We're taking this experience to an absolutely new level. So we invite all of you to come and join and participate in the Paramashiva Sena program. Just invest 31 days for yourself. And some of the pictures of the Paramashiva Sena retreat that we have had, and we invite all of you. Currently, the Paramashiva Sena program is happening in 2 locations. It's happening the program from Paramashiva Sena Hall, and we have in front of us the June Paramashiva Sena program participants who are already here to join the first of the next month. So the June of July to the 1st of August, Namalai, the location Kailas Trivandrum and 𝐼𝐴Z𝐽𝐿 to be in Guinea-Bissau and Trivandrum. For you can come to Kailasa, Guinea-Bissau. Over the past few months in Kailasa, Guinea-Bissau, and here is a Sena program is happening. So we have a short video of the hotel reception and the hotel itself. It's happening in a 5-star hotel in Kailasa, Guinea-Bissau. This is the Paramashiva Sena program venue. And come and spend that 31 days. See, we've all spent years and decades and lifetimes living the way we have lived. With that, we have gone through so much of suffering, pain, sometimes mixture of pain and Swamiji has given the base of for really rewriting your life, recreating and rewriting your life. Then the blueprint of your life, and 1 month the Kundalini Raju Yoga and the 𝐶𝐶 Yoga that's being served for all the participants here as a part of the Paramashiva Sena program that is handpicked by the residents of Kailasa. So we ourselves prepare the food program location in Guinea-Bissau. Beautiful video and shared very happening, and we have a separate conference here in Guinea-Bissau. You can register at e/PSS. We'll be projecting the link for you. So here you can see the link for you to register for the program ecitizen.info/PSS. You can register for the upcoming seasons of Paramashiva Sena program, and the program has been happening, will be happening till January of next year. We have the seasons of Paramashiva Sena program starting on the 1st of every month. About traveling to Guinea-Bissau or about the your experience. And what will be covered in the program, you can always message us.
So this is not just a program, right? It's about you transforming your whole life or multiple lives. We can say, okay, let's organized way. Let me at least change the way of my life. And we can do all of those things. But only for the first time, you can say, not just change. Let me just be a different me. Let me be somebody who I always wanted to be. Let me just transform into what I was 10, I should have done this. Oh, when I was 14, maybe I should have done that. All of that could have, the should have, the must haves, the may an opportunity to just make that happen as your reality. It's just a possibility which you never thought is possible. If you had an expectation from somebody else, or maybe my relationship would have been like this, or maybe things could have gone better between us. If you have, you should have been more sincere. I should have done more hard work. Every time you told yourself a could have or a should have, it will be like, oh, now I have to go back to become logical time, horizontal time zone. We're talking cosmic logic, which is a secret science revealed by Bhagwan Nithyananda Paramashiva. Attained after 30 years of hard work is all possible with just a few initiations. And 31 days of 𝐸 you'll be here with us, and we will sometimes you'll be about yourself. But when you go through this step by step, what you were just yesterday, within 24 hours, the breakthroughs that you experience. So, that in days, it is about something that you wished for and longed for your lifetimes, for your janmas. You always wanted to be full, so we welcome every single one of you to come experience the initiations and the various beautiful gifts that the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagwan Nithyananda Paramashivam, is handpicking for every one of us. And we are also very delighted to share with you that each program and each season is decided by the participants. It is you what things need to happen based on what you are wanting. You decide. It is the participants that decide, and we here are here to deliver what Swamiji is sharing with the whole world as the most beautiful gifts. Some of the wonderful things and some of the wonderful pictures you will see from various Paramashiva Sena participants from here this season, and we will learn more.
Um, any of you have any questions? You webinar, and we'll be more than happy to email the slides to you. And you'll be hearing live from the participants here how their journey of Paramashiva Sena has been, what has been their experience. And um,
I came for this batch. It was just a very cool experience that at that time I was planning to come around September. But I feel that it was after because I've been connecting with Swamiji for more. Receive the call, I will get the best of, and a little bit background about me is I'm software testing engineer, and the program why I want to highlight rewrite and delete rewrite, it was exactly same as when we were testing the software. When we have the bugs, we don't leave it there or just pretend it's not there. And sometimes we go and to find a different scenario scenarios and to just fix it or just software testing the product, and we need to go test and test and one that we put it into the system, like product system or pre-product system. And I really enjoyed the completion process in this in our program, and also that the I would like to say about the completion that happened about my health, and I got very bad. I need to do completion. I need, sorry, I want to get confirmed that's yes. In the past two seminars I attended, I did completion related to this disease. And somehow after I back, it was delete, and I know noticed that what I have one idea that when I was child and spiritual healing, where that when we have this, or when in this program when I was doing the knife, the keywords knife just popped up, and I said, okay, yes, it was something that left over, and I need to delete this. I need to delete this, and I did intensely. I did a lot of um, stuff as well, and then I the fear, and then I asked for. That time I was levitating when I received the blessing. That was like the kind of I need this information, and also every time when I come to Sina, I will ask from Swamiji in 2016 was the levitation. I didn't know. And then after that, every levitation process. Before this Sina, when I went to, I think it was in Los Angeles Sina program, the levitation was happened all in a sudden. Like I was sitting, sleeping in a chair. I just fell into sleep, and then that process was Swamiji come, but why on the chair? And then Swamiji said, next time in the darshan, you sit on the floor. And I sat on the floor and I experienced jumping from the bed to the front with the blindfold. And then during the process that I saw that everything on the floor very clearly, even I could just jump over and ask to give me the another like maybe in 23 kilogram, right, luggage, and another one is smaller, maybe 5 kg. I was walking, and Swami, I'm coming, Swamiji, I'm coming, Swamiji, I'm coming. That I was walking, I lift the level of levitation is this, and I was greatest, just shower me, please. And I came. Day one, I was waiting. Day two, I was waiting. Day three, I was waiting until the moment I complete with the knife, and then and then I saw someone, my third eye, one participant lifted me up and I was jumping. So the distance it could be almost please, and I started jumping, and I was sitting. So this like delete, rewrite, it's life, right? In our life is this right, like run our life better. I would like to share about, I always have that we will have a very big, this was something that I always want my Atmalingas. And I just noticed that one participant next to me, she did yoga very well every day. And then her Atmalinga was just standing, just stood there. So like, this is my first Sina program. I said, and she said, nice. Like Swamiji asked me to do yoga properly on the head. That was something that I don't know how to find the standing point, after I was holding the Atmalinga, after it started standing like this, and then I felt that, oh, on my yoga, I will try. I just let my body stand. I just let it go. And then I did secondary segment is just connected. And another things, maybe I prepared too much. One thing I would like to share, very interesting, of the bed. And then then in this, after kind of a pain inside, like, I don't know, I can't remember what was that. And then when I came out from the bathroom, I found a big bat, or I thought that it's a frog, but it's just jumping like this. And then I found that it was a bat. And it's like, even all my roommates said, what? She got panic attack? That they always thought that I'm in a. See, I know what happened to me. Swamiji want me to complete this part. And then I feel that when the moment I have a consciousness about that, I saw the bat was running to that side, I was running to this side. The way how we just hold the wall was the same. The moment I saw it was something Leela and Swamiji asking me to complete that, the pain in that body, still Swamiji in the meditation told us that we choose animal. And I said, okay, I'm a bat. When I entered the jumping, crying, and all the feeling that exactly like that bat. The moment when I was like crying it out and all the feeling, it was intensely was doing it. I feel that I was smaller when I arrived. Everyone knows because of this thyroid problem, and then I found, okay, this is good, and I did really intense completion and the delete rewrite and everything I did. I found when I taking photo, I found that I started coming back to the feeling, the blissful state, like my original state, which is different, right? You can see on my Instagram and my Facebook, I posted there, and people say that this is called the 50 plus vs 18 plus. I wouldn't. Sorry.
Should I go?
Okay, maybe my husband, like first date, like, wow, where are we going? And he took me to the workshop like this. And at that time, I didn't know it was a connected wealth completion process by Swamiji. To go, I don't want to go, but somehow that I just feel that okay, it's something that I need to stay. And I just came, and that program itself, after I stayed for 2 days, it was a 1,000 USD. I want to manifest more. I want workshop. So I think I do feel good about you to deserve. You feel you. I will invite everyone to come, to bring your friends, family, neighbor, even those you feel that they give you suffer, or you feel still, even you can bring your boss. This is real, enriching, and causing.
Wonderful, Ma. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for. And welcome all. Hmm. Invite Sri Nithyanandam of the Paramashivasena Sena program.
Nithyanandam. Program. A lot has happened, so I've made some notes. If I forget something, I'll look at the notes. But let's give it a go. So I3, which was in February, March last year, and Swamiji, in a one-on-one session, Swamiji said, but I didn't understand about being a big healer, and I have no medical training at all, and so I didn't really understand that. And then as I went along, I started to realize, I know a lot of senior business people, and I know some senior politicians. That was happening was that one thing I learned from Sri Amrita is to use Swamiji's teachings to solve whichever problem people have. And I realized doing that, and there've been some pretty dramatic examples. I mean, I've lost count of how many people Swamiji's healed through me, but a few days ago, a friend of mine who lives thousands of miles away, his wife had stage 4 cancer, and I channeled Swamiji's healing, and I kept saying she must start doing completion, and telling them about this program. And he sent me a message a few days ago. He said, this is someone who a few months ago was lying on a hospital bed with lots of electronics. So the reason I'm telling you this is for me, the attending PSS is not a one-off, and then I've come for the whole month this time. And some people said, why are you going to PSS? And I said, because I need to. So the way I look at it is to get started that way, but it's slow, make very rapid progress. So that's why I'm here, is I like to do things quickly. It's a bit like if you're going from A to B, do you want also this and the last book was based on, and I thought, okay, that's wonderful, very easily, right? And there are other people in the UK Sangha who've had a similar experience. If you do completion really thoroughly, things just start happening. And I thought, okay, that's wonderful. Well, what's next? And then what happened here was quite dramatic. So we were manifesting the power of, and just scanning, and I realized that his VAC was blocked, his throat chakra was blocked, and I didn't know very much about this. So I started looking into it, and I realized that my throat chakra was also blocked. And then I went and had a chat with Sri Amrita, created. You are not expressing, and it was very revealing. So, and in the UK, 20% diabetes. So I'm in the pre-diabetes category, and the doctor and the nurse, they keep inviting me on courses where they tell you not to eat cake. I mean, it's not very helpful. Anyway, but this was a real relevant, whether diabetic or pre-diabetic. Which is astonishing. And we did the scanning. I went on to process, and I've since checked it elsewhere, and I'm going to research it. But the process basically is if you're not expressing yourself properly. So I was suppressing back to the age of 8. When this may sound mad, years old, I concluded that I must have done something wrong. And I was then on my best behavior. I was always trying to avoid annoying people, always trying to behave properly. Fast forward a long time, I had this pattern of avoiding confrontation with people. And when I talked to Swamiji about it on the AI, he said it's lots of internal stress. What that does is manifesting cortisol, and guess what? Your cortisol drives up your blood sugar because your body is getting ready to run away or have a fight with someone. So what's happening is, what I've been doing is generating excess blood sugar, which is dangerous because of a mental pattern. So what I'm going to do is make sure I absolutely complete with that pattern, and also express myself properly. Swamiji posted recently he said actually he increased it to 99.9%. Looks like stupidity to me, right? I really like saying stop this nonsense immediately, which he says on Ask Nithyananda. But there's so much stupidity, and I've been just sitting on. I thought I was taking responsibility, but I wasn't, because there was a mess going on, and I was keeping my mouth shut because I didn't want any confrontation. So I hope you can see how this you can trace back to our early childhood, and that's been a major breakthrough for me. I didn't expect anything like that. So that's that part. In terms of physical things, I've been doing 2 hours a day in the morning is exercises, and the last one is my body has become much stronger. I can sit for some period just flat on the floor. Probably have. So I've been doing headstands regularly. The other thing, I'll just oh yes, yes, no, I've got that bit right. Yeah, in terms of the when we were in Varanasi, I think it was 10 years, and it is a bit like that. You have to sort of run around and catch the popcorn. But we had a session, I think it was yesterday, day before, with the two sannyasis next to me, and that was really helpful in terms of understanding vertical time zones, which I'd heard of and didn't understand. But I now have a much better understanding. And also the leadership section. So I found that really helpful. We had a very interesting session, and this time my Brazilian friend Yanni, he had kumkum on his palm. We got photographs of it, and that came from that simple materialization. In our group, there are 3 men and male bodies, and we don't have a common language. So I speak Spanish, and I speak to my Brazilian friend in Spanish, and I think he understands the translate function on the ChatGPT, testing the power of telepathy, and it was again. And Chen sent one to me. It's much quicker than ChatGPT. It's remarkable. So I want to keep exploring that one. You can send instructions to. I used to and use your mind and you write a book, right? Right, and most people that's how they do it. And over time, actually, one thing I learned from SJP was how to surrender and just allow things to manifest through me. And so I more and more I just ask Swamiji to manifest books through me, right? And And normally I ask him, I said, Swamiji, I was meditating, I had an idea for a book. What do you think of this book? And then he went a step further. So some of you may have heard it. He was partway through a satsang, and he said, Anahasta, you should make this into a book. It will be a bestseller. You should call it this. You know, most writers get writer's block. Give blessings for can't be much easier than that. So, in terms of people who are wondering whether to come or not, I would just say, actually, I did an MBA a long time ago, right? I thought I can either spend 10 years learning this the hard way, or I can learn the whole thing in 1 year. So I decided to learn the whole thing in 1 year, and it accelerated my career. The difference with PSS is it's 1 month and it's free. So it strikes me, if you want to move quickly, this is the way.
Thank you so much, experience in the Parameshwar Sena program. Thank you. Thank you so much. The April Parameshwar Sena program to say.
Hi everyone, I'm Nyana Sambada Shaktini. Nyana Sambada Shaktini. And I want to a little bit background of me, good child, since mostly because I am so I grew up like that. So like teacher will say, like, okay, like Zekun is a good student. And my parents will always say, okay, like she and then it all being working in China, everything started like middle school. And also there's a like culture shock between like China and America. So when I came back to China, I'm being close booming, blowing up. So wanted to move back to Beijing for jobs before, and there's really my boss is like likes different opinion like about what they say. So and then I choose to leave. It's always another like that way. And also same type of person, same kind of and such. It's always repeating itself. And I told myself, okay, doesn't understand me. Um, didn't really support my choices, and like and they keep to us where the good girls been. I didn't change at all. And then just like I really don't understand it. So I really started digging in why this is happening. It seems like I've always listened, you blame me. Online, I'm trying to search for an answer, read lots of books about it. And then like since I was a little, I was pretty interested in spiritual stuff. So I watched some YouTube about one of our devotees here. And then well, I used to be really like shameful talk about like my what I'm interested in, like spiritual stuff, and then like magical stuff, something like that, like something like out of the scientific area. Normal people, they tend to avoid reality when I step in the hall, because there are like all kinds of different people here. Like we have people seeking the truth, we have very successful author, like we have good entrepreneurs. I just like it really changed my mind about, it really like all kinds of and such. Ability turned into possibility until 8 p.m. And I don't know that I can wake up that early and do need to put up lots of hard every morning. If you just feel like the inverted at the end, I can just naturally. Impossibility is that and then person just like close your eyes, normal about it, like is part for manifestation in, I believe, and in the and also you're hearing her neck has some like tumor and such, like basically really hard bumps. And then she asked Swamiji blessing to remove that, and Swamiji said, okay, I'll remove that within 24 hours. And then the next day the girl woke up and says, oh, it's really gone. And then the girl told me that she really saw that happening. And then before, so it's like pretty crazy for me. And also during power manifestation. Um, we were manifesting time. I really feel oneness and golden powder on the other person. Feeling is very unique to me. The most important topic, and one and such, because when I came, my dad even hit this and that in this hall. Like I felt, and then there's something like really calm. And when we were doing completion with first few days, we're asking to call my father, Dave, and you're good, and so I stay here actually because I when I revenge feeling towards my brother deeply and then let that go. And then I started to call him since I was little, and in the past 5 but the last one, he we were even like joking around. So the relationship really changed a lot, and you feel that you don't feel anxious and such, because there's lots of acharyas are there for you, and then you know that they're always there, supports you, guiding you, wanting you to satisfy your desires, and then make you what you want things to happen, and then follow this. I think the does take courage to a whole month about yourself, who you really are. Brain neurons, they make everything
happening on the 1st of going to ecitizen.pss. And you can go ahead and conclusion of today's webinar. Hope it was sessions. In further webinars posted on the screen, it's easy. Now be ending with the Purna Mantra. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Hari Om Tat Sat Sarvam Bhagavat Shri Nithyanandam Paramashiva Padukarpanamastu. Thank you, Nithyanandam.